And I need to check right quick to see if anybody's Skyping in. Okay, somebody's Skyping in. Hello! Bless her heart, I forget her all the time. Miss Guerin. Let me check. How do we say her name? Miss Mayhay, M-E-J? No, she's not there, so. Okay. Miss Guerin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, I need to mention, Easley and Oconee, I need y'all to do me a favor. Well, Pendleton also. You know, this is a new program that we're doing, you know, with these classes. And with the T-Rex mentality at Tri-County Tech, there's always going to be skeptics. Well, it doesn't help the program when Easley and Oconee, well, Oconee's not here, but okay, yeah, are on their phones, okay? Especially Easley. I got 2 reports that people were using their phones while during class. I don't know if it was this class or whatever, and I can't see 100% of the time because mainly y'all don't talk that much. So and Pendleton don't talk at all. So the camera doesn't move, in which we haven't found out how to freeze the camera forward. And if we could freeze the camera, that's why I would like to have just a regular camera, because I just want to see, you know, just like Oconee is almost, well, like Easley is. See how Easley is? Easley is right down the middle of the table. And it would be nice if the camera would stay down the middle of the table so I could see. But anyway, please, if y'all don't mind, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I would prefer you go out in the hallway and use your phone like I asked you to do the first day of class. But if you're on medication and you can't, you know, correspond, or you can't adhere to the rules because you're on some kind of medication, then I appreciate you just not using your phone, okay? Because some of these people are trying to find anything they can to trash this program, and it doesn't help when Billy Bob is using his phone, you know, during this class, and one of those T-Rexes walk by that glass door back there, or that glass wall back there with Easley, and see you using your phone. So please. All right, I had one at the, oh yeah, I went by your office, we went by your class the other day, and one of your students was using a phone. And I was like, oh my God. The world is going to end. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but, you know, these, well, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, y'all got it? Thank you. All right. Okay, let me pull up the whiteboard and let's go over this problem. And then after we go over this problem, I'm going to go through a rundown of everything that's going to be on this first test and the questions I might pose on a test. This is a test question. Let's go ahead and do it. It says, excuse me, a number increased by 13. The number x plus 13 is 2 times the sum of the number and 1. The sum of the number and 1 2 times. And is always what? Equals. So that looks like what the problem would be. X plus 13 is equal to 2 times x plus 1. X plus 13 is equal to 2x plus 2. This is the smallest bucket. Bring it across the river. Bring this one across the river. And 11 is equal to x. That is a test question. A majority of this test, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.5 is inequality equations. And 6.1 is equations, right? I think it is. Equations.
Priority 1 message coming in on secured
That
channel.
might be Miss, what's her name? Miss Mayhay. Equations is going to make up probably 80% of the test. Okay? Now, is this an equation? Yes. So there's some equations in 6.3 that might be on there also. Okay, Miss Callahan is going to have to. Babysitter. Hold on a second. Let me call Miss Callahan in. Callahan. C-A-L-L-A-H-E. There she is. And it's going to mess up everything, and I'm going to have to reset everything. That's all right. I don't mind it. Give me a second. I'm reorganizing everything. Just hold on, please. I hadn't seen her come in yet, but hopefully she'll come in. Miss Callahan, are you there? Okay, I did call her in. If they had just put these screens side by side like I asked them to. But did they? No.
Dinosaurs don't understand how that works.
Say again?
The dinosaurs don't understand how that benefits you.
Exactly. And then they get mad. Okay, Miss Callahan, where are you? I called her in. Try it one more time. Things I do for y'all. I should just say the heck with y'all. And be what'd she call that teacher? An asshole or an ass? Asshole. Asshole. That's what I need to be. I need to be an asshole. That's what I need to be. Well, I hope Miss Callahan comes in. I tried to call her in twice.
I messaged her on Facebook to see if she was Skyping in. And she said that it's easier for her to watch the videos.
Oh, well, I didn't read the text. I just figured she wanted to Skype in. Okay, fine. She don't need to tell me that she's going to watch the videos. She needs to tell me. Okay. But anyway, see, that messes me up. When I see a text at the beginning of class, I'm thinking that somebody needs to Skype in. Okay, I'll shut up. Let's move on. Well, tell her I tried to bring her in. Tell her I suck. All right. So, in 6.1, we talked about solving equations. So 6.1, you'll get a problem like this. 1/5 x minus 3 plus 2/3 is equal to 1/2 times x minus 6 plus 2. All right, if you can do this problem, then you can handle pretty much any problem in 6.1. Now, what am I going to do first? Clear the what?
Fractions.
Clear the fractions. So I'm going to multiply by the common denominator. And the common denominator of 2, 3, and 5 is what? 30, Hubert. That's right, class. Y'all suck, class. All right, I gave you the baby step. I want you to finish it. I'm just going to write everything down and let y'all finish it. And if you can't do it, we all know what that means. There you go. Okay, there's your baby step. So everybody should be able to do it now. So what's 30 over 5? 6, Hubert. Thank you, class. What's 60 over 3? 20, Hubert. Can y'all see everything I'm doing here? Are y'all caught?
Yes, sir.
I need somebody to help me out here. What's 30 divided by 2?
15.
Thank you, class. And what's 30 times 2?
60.
Okay, rewrite it.
Isn't it 10, not 20?
Where?
The 30 over you're going to 30.
30 divided by 5 is 6.
No, the second one.
Okay, 30 times 2 is what? Can I be in control for a while?
Unsecured channel.
Can I have control of the class now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, she just texted me and said she didn't need to Skype in. So. You got to remember how I'm programmed. If you text me in the middle of class, that means I'm going to think you want to Skype in. All right, so here we go. 6 times x minus 3 plus 20 is equal to 15 times x minus 6 plus 60. And you know what? You did bring up a good point. A lot of people, they think 3 will go into 30 10 times. Well, yeah, that's true, but you got that 2 right there that you got to multiply the 10 by. And is that a common mistake? Yes. So you got to be careful. So distribute that 6x. Distribute that 15 and stare at it for 15 minutes, because 15 times 6 is what? 90?
Okay.
But you got to stare at
Hey,
it.
Hubert.
What?
I
What?
said Fender. Hey,
Hey, hey there, how are you?
I am fine.
Are you just observing?
Yeah, I was just
Okay, well, have a
checking
seat
in
and
on the
observe.
students here.
Okay. So we got
Have a good
6x
one, y'all.
minus 18 plus 20 is equal to 15x minus what? 90 plus 60. And what do we always do after we do distribute?
Come on.
Exactly. After you do the distributive law, you always combine like terms, usually right after that. So we've got 6x. You owe $18. You have $20. What's the outcome?
You have $2.
You have $2. Equals 15x. You owe, this is more like me. You owe $90. You have $60. What's the outcome? You owe $30. Which one's the smaller bucket? Okay, I'm going to ask again, and hopefully I'll hear articulation and volume. Which one's a smaller bucket?
2.
We don't care about the 2's. We care about what?
X.
The X's. So which one's smaller, 15 or 6?
6X.
6X. Where did Dr. Bender go? Did she leave?
Yes, sir. She left.
Well, I thought she was coming in to observe.
She said she was just checking on us. Yeah.
Take the 6 across the river. 30 across the river. We get 32 is equal to 15 minus 6 is 11. And we get x is equal to 32 elevenths. What did I do wrong? Oh, 15 minus 6 is 9. Thank you. So that'd be 32 over 9. Thank you. $32 over 9.
Bless you.
No sneezing in class. No sneezing, coughing, or sniffing. All right, there you go. So that's a test question. Next question. Well, then we went into formulas. Let's do a formula. Let's do 2 of the formulas. Area of a rectangle is equal to, area of a triangle. Area of a triangle. I'm still trying to figure out why she came in there and checked those. I don't understand. Still don't understand. Equals 1/2 base times height. Base is equal to 6. Height is equal to 12. Plug and chug. No sneezing in class. So area of this triangle is equal to 1/2 times 6 over 1 times 12 over 1. That 2 will knock that 6 out to a 3. 3 times 12 is what? 36 square feet or whatever. Square whatever. Square blank. Square inches, square feet, because area is in square feet or square units. So that's the plug and chug. But what if I asked you to solve for h? What's the first thing you're going to do? Clear the what?
Fractions?
Clear the fraction. So here, thank you. Appreciate your interaction. Solve for h. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the 1/2 because I don't like extra work. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. And that's going to give me 2 area is equal to BH. And how do I get rid of multiplying by B? Divide by B. So H is equal to 2A over B. So that's formulas. You may be talking one of each on the test. Not very difficult. Then we moved on to 6.3. I think that was, somebody tell me what that was. Somebody look on the outline and tell me. The one person that actually printed it out and put it where I told you to. Okay, forget it. We already went over one today from 6.3. That was the formulas or rewriting sentences. The homework problem we did, that was one of those. And then 6.4, I can't remember what was 6.4. Somebody tell me that one. That's all right. I'll just look it up.
It says variation.
Oh, we haven't covered variation, so let's cover variation right quick. I didn't even remember variation. Okay, variation. D is equal, no, not D. Hold on a second. Y is equal to K times X. Y is equal to K over X. And Y is equal to KXW. That's the three types of variation. Direct, inverse, and joint. Direct, inverse, and joint. Now, the question will always ask you, it'll have some kind of directions. It'll say, Y varies directly as X, or K varies directly as Q. All right? So the first thing you need to write down, and we'll write this in red, which is very, very important. K, lowercase k, that's what these are, lowercase k's, never what? Changes. It is always going to be K. You do not change K. There will be problems that they say S varies directly as T. So then you would say S is equal to K times T. There's some questions that'll say R varies inversely as Q. And that would be R is equal to K over Q. See what I'm saying? K never changes. It's always K. All right? There's three types of problems that you're going to have with these. One type, plug and chug. They may give you X and K, and you just plug them in and say Y is equal to 4. Then there is plug and chug, and then find K. They may give you Y and X, and you find K. Everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
And then the third one is number 2, basically. Find K, and then they give you more info. Okay? So there's your three types of problems. I think I loaded up the 6.4 video, did I not? I didn't? Oh, that's my bad. I thought I did. I'll look right quick and see if I did. I don't think I did. Of course, y'all didn't say a damn thing, but that's okay. That's the way to get through life, right? Never say what? Anything. Just assume that somebody knows things, and you never say anything. Right, Pendleton?
Talk occasionally.
What does that say right there? 6 point what? Okay, so I did put it on there. So y'all not only lie, y'all show me that you haven't watched the videos at all. Y'all suck. Y'all know that? Okay, so anyway, I thought I put it up there. I'm going on to the next problem since. So, let's go to the homework. And let me pull up a 6.4 problems, because these are better when I just pull them up. So let me go to the 6.4 homework. Oh gosh, boy, what an abundant amount of problems. Okay, do this one. It says R varies directly as S. So you've got the three varies. You got the invert, you got direct, you got varies, inverse, and then you got joint. Which one is this one? Direct, Hubert. Yeah, that's right, class. Y'all settle down. Y'all just not like me? Is that what it is? Y is equal K times X. What tells me that? Right here. Then, which way do we read?
Left to right.
Right.
So that means R goes right here. What doesn't change? K never changes. And then what's the other letter? S. So we've just done all this. All that's done. So what's left? What do we do? Plug and chug. R is equal to 5 times 13. Which is what? 55 or 65? Which one is it? 65. So your answer is 65. That's the test question. That's the first title. Plug and chug.
Okay.
Is that a question or y'all just talking? Which one is it? Ainsley, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Heaven
think
forbid y'all ask me a question, you know. Make sure you whisper where I can't hear you.
Sorry.
I don't understand what it is with people these days. They just don't want to ask a question. Don't want to communicate. That's why you're going to end up in a closet office. You're going to end up in a closet office. Your boss is going to hate you. And then you're going to call the boss an asshole. Just like that student did.
Student actually called you an ass?
No, not me.
This happened in my class right before.
Yeah, tell everybody what happened.
So it's pretty simple. Last Friday, she was supposed to give her speech, and she didn't show up with her presentation. And he told her to just give the speech without the presentation. And she said no. And I guess today, after some more people gave speeches, she tried to give her speech. And he said no because she missed the deadline. And they went back and forth, and she kind of like pleaded with him a little bit, and then called him an asshole. And then he was like, "What'd you say?" And then she said it again, and then he said, "Did everybody else hear that?" And then there was like 3 of us just standing there. Everybody else was gone.
So unless somebody intervenes, guess what? That person's going to fail that course.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to intervene now. Somebody above him. Because she's going to fail that course. And whose fault was it?
Hers.
Oh my gosh, you're racist. You're not supposed to
I don't
hold
know. Some
anybody
people have the
accountable to a
nerve to
deadline.
like that.
All right, let's do this one. This one says, use the statement below to complete the following. Write the variation equation. Determine when blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about A and B. What does it say? Y varies inversely as the square of R. Now, I'm going to write in red. Got to write in red here because writing in red means y'all need to highlight it. As the square of is misleading. Okay? As the square of is not the square root. Okay? As the square, I want you to write a square root symbol, and then I want you to put an X through it, because that is not what that is. As the square of is raised to the what power? Second power. So you need to make that note. On all of these variation questions, and I go over this in the video that none of y'all watched, and it says, as the square of. As the square of means something to the second power. So, the first thing I'm going to do is rewrite my inverse or direct? Inverse. So,
Priority 1 message coming in on secure channel.
what time is class over?
1:15.
Dang.
No, it's fine.
I don't know what that did. Oh, it's a 15-minute, what do you call it, alarm. I got 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it. Y is equal to K over X. That's what I'm using. Let's go back to what it says. That's what this says, inversely. Y is Y. And what are we going to change X to? R. So Y is equal to K over R, and R is what? Raised to the what? Second power. So Y is equal to K over R squared. Okay, so we just wrote the variation equation for that. Now what do we do? What's B? Plug and what? So we have R, K over 8 squared, and Y, okay, K is 28, so I didn't know they had 28, so I thought that was going to be Y. So 28. So Y is equal to 28 over what? 64? Somebody check that for me. And that's equal to 7 over 16, I think. So that answer looks like delta. What'd you say, Easley? I still can't hear you.
Counting semi-loud.
Sorry.
I just want to make sure if you have a question you ask. If you're just doing math, that's fine. So there's our delta.
Yeah, but as soon as we start talking, it's like, oh no, you're mumbling. And I'm just like, God dang it.
Well, some of y'all do mumble. I'm sorry, but it's
I'm
like,
guilty of that. Guilty.
So 7 over 16. And we feel good about ourselves. That's a test question. Let's try this one. Then we're going to move on. Y'all try this one. Says G varies jointly as F and B. Determine G when F is equal to 8, B is equal to 1, and K is equal to 3. We still haven't got to the problem I want to. So go ahead and fill this one out. So nobody watched the fight. Nobody went to the movies. Anybody go see a movie?
Mm-mm.
Well, according to the Academy Awards and the Oscars, you're supposed to go see, what's that movie, South Korean movie? Yeah. How many of y'all seen it? What the hell
What
is
movie?
that?
Which one?
What movie?
Is it in English?
No.
We're mumbling.
Yeah, they can't hear us.
What?
Yeah,
I
what
can hear
movie?
y'all. What?
What movie? You didn't say anything.
Yeah, just like I guess we're mumbling again. They can't hear us.
No, I'm just not communicating with y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We do
How's
it
it
to you.
feel? How's it feel when
I'm
somebody doesn't
offended.
communicate? Okay, does anybody have a layman's synopsis of Parasite?
About like
Huh?
this guy who gets hired as a tutor for this rich family's daughter, and this guy's like really poor, and so he like secretly starts getting the rest of his family hired on as different positions inside this wealthy family's home, and it's
And that won an Academy Award and a.
yeah, it leads
Oscar.
to a bunch of shit hitting the fan.
That movie sounds like it sucks.
I think
Yeah, it sounds like it sucks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you haven't seen it.
It sounds
you need
good,
to give it a fair
or
chance.
you could never know if you've never even seen it.
Yeah, you might see it and love it, and then you eat your words later and be like, damn, I shouldn't have talked so bad about it.
I don't think so.
I mean,
Because you know what I have found? I have found that the movies that they say are so great and you never heard of are really crappy movies. You ever seen that movie where the guy's on a boat with a tiger and a...
Oh, Life of Pi.
That was about the dumbest movie I think I've ever...
This movie, if you just open your mind.
5 seconds. Tiger eats the guy. I don't know.
I think I'll stick with Annabelle. I think I'll stick with Annabelle, and I guess I'm just shallow.
Did you
I'm
see
not
about
as
that Fantasy Island movie coming out?
I'm sorry, what?
Fantasy Island, they turned it into like a horror movie.
Oh,
I saw that on Fire Stick. I'm gonna watch it since it's a horror movie. I'm gonna watch it. I thought it may be like a reboot of Fantasy Island, but if it's a horror movie, I'll probably watch it. Is it good? Have you seen it?
Well, my mom said, because she looked it up, it's like they turned all the fantasies into like messed up horror stuff in this one. So it's actually decent.
I'll have to watch it then. Yeah, I ain't seen any horror movies that looked any good. I ain't seen any come out. There's one that keeps coming out. I keep seeing it on TV, but I keep forgetting the name of it. It's not Fantasy Island, though. It's something else. Okay.
I'm the Invisible Man.
I think everybody, this is y'all's assignment. Everybody needs to see Parasite and do a one-page report on the application of Parasite. How about that?
Sure.
Ask me for the class, we'll do it.
I better not. I get in trouble. It has nothing to do with math. Okay.
We'll talk about it after the recording stops.
Okay. Varies jointly. So that'd be y is equal to kxw. And which one comes first? G, big G. K never changes. F as in fox. And B as in Bravo. So we're done with that. So now what? Plug and chug. So 3 times 8 times 1. 24. Still not the problem I'm looking for. Probably made it the last problem, so I'm going to go ahead and, this is number 8, so let me go ahead and hit the answer and move on. I want to try to get 24. 3 times 8 is 24. F is equal to 8, B is equal to 1, K is equal to 3. Okay, I have no idea. What's the answer? Oh, good gracious. Now it's 24. Good gosh. All right. Here's the question I want. S varies jointly in I and the square of t. If S equals blah, 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 blah. This gives you more information. So you got 3 parts of the question. The first part is right here. Oh, forget it. I was going to try to do it with the mouse, but I don't think that's going to happen. Here's the first part. There's the first part. The second part is in green. I'll do it in green. There's the second part. And the third part is right here. All right, I want you to do all 3 parts. Go to it. Where do they get this music?
Elevator music.
47 degrees Fahrenheit. Today's high is 49 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low is 46 degrees Fahrenheit. The forecast is showing possible rain today. And now, here are today's top headlines provided by Google. Kevin McCarthy. Dems now a socialist party that thinks Fidel Castro is a good person. Fox News.
And Bernie thinks Fidel Castro helped teach the people how to read right before he executed them. Yeah, Fidel Castro, he's an angel. Bernie's going to take care of us all. So I'll help you out because some of y'all are staring at the problem. So X, or Y, sorry, Y is equal to, says jointly, so that's K, X, W, but then it says, okay, and the square of T. Okay, so that means that one of these is going to be squared. So S goes right here. K, I, and T is what? Squared. S is 27. I is 10. And T is 6. So let's go ahead and write this, highlight this in yellow. I think it's about time for me to quit. I mean, I don't have control of the class. Everybody's talking. I'm making mistakes. I think I should just quit. There's the green part. And I just got to finish it. So what's the only thing I can solve for?
Okay.
K, good. That's the only letter there. Thank you. Everybody should have said K. That's what I'm fussing about, not y'all. Y'all that answered K, good. The rest of y'all suck. So 27 is equal to K times 360. Because 6 squared is 36, and anything times 10, you just add a 0 to it. Divide by 360. Divide by 360. Now, since I'm not a human calculator, and I'm not Rain Man, I'm going to leave this as a fraction because I can deal with a fraction a whole lot better than I can deal with decimals, because a decimal just hangs a sign around your neck and says, I need a calculator. So I'm going to put 27. I know 3 will go in there. Let me just kind of do this. 3 will go in there, or 9. 9 will go in there 3 times. 9 will go into 360 how many times? 40 times? I got 3 over 40. Is that what y'all got? So K is equal to 3 over 40. Now what am I going to do with that K?
Plug it back in.
Original formula, Hubert. That's right, class. And now I'm going to start part 3. S is equal to 3 over 40 times I times T squared. And that's the blue part. Now what am I going to do? Two words. Plug and chug. Thank you. 3 over 40 times 8 over 1 times 8 squared. Well, what can I do with that 40 and that 8? I can cancel it, Hubert. That's right, class. That 8 will go in there 1 time, and 8 will go in there 5 times. And that's pretty much it. So now, I have S is equal to 3 times 64 over 5. And 3 times 64 is 192. Somebody check me.
Yep.
192 over 5. That's the type of question I'll ask you on a test. Oh my God, I made her mad. She left.
No, she hasn't. She
I
had to
made
go.
fun of her, but she must have liked that movie. All right, so which one is it? Somebody tell me which one it is. It looks like it. This one, D. Okay. And S is equal to 192 over 5. It says a decimal or an integer. So somebody tell me if 5 will go in there 3 times 38.4. 38.4, and we feel good about ourselves. All right, so y'all should be able to make it through 6.4 now. Let me go ahead and shut the recorder off. And I'll put this 6.4 recording with the other 6.4 recordings that y'all haven't watched.